Hey everyone, welcome. So today we are going to tackle what I think might just become your new favorite go-to dish, golden hot honey crispy chicken. Seriously. And look, if you've ever wanted to make that perfectly crispy, juicy chicken right at home but maybe felt a little intimidated, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break it down step by step. Let's do this.
I mean, that quote just nails it, doesn't it? There is something so satisfying about that perfect piece of chicken, crunchy on the outside, super tender and juicy on the inside. It's like the definition of comfort food. And guess what? Today, we're going to show you exactly how to get that perfect crunch right in your own kitchen. It's way easier than you think.
Okay, Section 1. Gather your equipment. So first things first, before we even touch an ingredient, let's get our kitchen set up. You know, in the pro chef world, they call this mise en place. It literally just means everything in its place. Trust me, it's the secret to keeping things chill and organized while you cook.
All right, so here's what you're going to need to pull out. Grab a small saucepan. That's for our amazing sauce. Then you'll need 2 large bowls, one for a buttermilk soak and one for our flour mixture. Of course, a pan for frying, and finally a plate, ready to go with some paper towels on it. Having all this stuff out and ready makes the whole thing a breeze. No scrambling around later.
All right, on to Section 2, building the flavors. Now that our station is all set up, let's get into the good stuff, the flavor. This dish is really all about 2 key things. That sweet and spicy honey sauce that just coats everything beautifully. And of course, that seasoned, crunchy coating for the chicken. It's an amazing combo.
Okay, for that incredible honey sauce, here's what you do. You're going to combine about a half cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon of sesame oil, and another tablespoon of either honey vinegar or apple cider vinegar. Then throw in your sliced fresh red Thai chilies. Just get all of that into that small saucepan we talked about and put it on the lowest heat possible. We're not trying to cook it. We just want to warm it up so all those amazing flavors can get to know each other.
And hey, here's where you get to be the boss of the heat level. It's super simple. If you want it on the milder side, just make sure you take the seeds out of those chilies before you slice them up. But if you're like me and you love a good spicy kick, go ahead and leave those seeds right in there. Totally your call.
Okay, let's talk chicken and that crunchy coating. You'll need about 1.5 pounds of chicken, just cut up into 1-inch little pieces. Take those pieces and put them in that first big bowl, and then just pour enough buttermilk in to cover them up. That buttermilk is key, by the way. It makes the chicken so tender. Then in your other large bowl, you're just going to whisk together the flour and all those yummy spices. Chili powder, cumin, paprika, and a good tablespoon of salt. Easy peasy.
And now for Section 3, the crispy chicken technique. All right, here we go, the main event. This is where we create that amazing crispy crust. It's actually really fun, it's fast, and I promise it's easier than you think. The whole secret is just getting your oil to the right temperature and having your station all set up. So you're going to want to heat up about 1 inch of oil in your pan over medium-high heat. We're aiming for a sweet spot right around 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And please, here's a super important safety tip. Never walk away from a pan of hot oil, ever. If you see it starting to smoke, that means it's getting too hot, so just nudge that heat down a little bit. Safety first. Okay, you have to remember this tip. It is a total game changer for breading anything. It's the pro dredging method. You're going to use one hand, let's call it your wet hand, to pick up the chicken from the buttermilk and drop it into the flour. Then use your other hand, your dry hand, to toss the chicken around and really press that flour coating on. Why? Because it keeps your hands from turning into a goopy, clumpy mess. It's genius.
All right, now you're going to carefully place those coated chicken pieces into the hot oil. And here's another key tip. Don't overcrowd the pan. Give them some space to do their thing. They're going to need about 5 minutes on each side to get all cooked through and perfectly crispy.
So what are you looking for? You want a deep, beautiful golden brown color. Once you see that on both sides, they're done. And remember what I said about not overcrowding? This is why you cook in batches. It keeps the oil nice and hot, which is the real secret to making sure every single piece comes out super crispy.
The second that chicken comes out of the hot oil, get it right onto that plate with the paper towels. This step is so important. It soaks up all that extra oil, which is what makes the difference between crispy and greasy. And one more thing, while they're still piping hot, hit them with just a little extra sprinkle of salt. Perfect. Okay, Section 4, the finishing touch. We are so close. The chicken is golden and crispy, that sauce is warm and smells incredible. Now it's time to bring it all together. This is the best part.
So, take all of that gorgeous crispy chicken you just made and get it into a big clean bowl. Now, pour that warm, sweet and spicy honey sauce right over the top. Then just gently toss it all together. You want to make sure every single piece, every nook and cranny, is coated in that amazing glaze.
And for the final flourish, you're going to top it with some finely sliced green onion that adds a nice fresh bite. Then sprinkle on some toasted sesame seeds for a little extra crunch and nutty flavor. You can serve this on a bed of rice with some veggies or, hey, throw it on top of a salad. It's honestly delicious no matter how you serve it.
And there you go, a super simple recipe for an absolutely incredible golden hot honey crispy chicken. But you know what's cool? Now that you've got the technique down, you don't have to stop here. What if you wanted to try a vegetarian option? You could totally do this exact same recipe, but with cubes of extra firm tofu instead of chicken. How amazing would that be? So, now you've got a new challenge. I'm curious, what are you going to try first?